So, yesterday I played two of the puzzles for, cracking the cryptic based off the YouTuber of the same name. Oh my god, I have no idea what these are gonna do. Killer Sudoku, I'm a fan of that, but like, that's a long ways away. How many? You need at least 60 stars just to do that, and this is in release order. What is Kropki? I assume Knight has a classic Sudoku. Okay. I should try the Kropki since I have no idea what this is. No idea. What is Kropki? Consecutive. A white dot between two cells indicates that the neighboring digits are consecutive. A black dot between two cells indicates that one of the digits is twice as big. Wait. Black dot between two cells indicates that one of the digits is twice as big as the other digit. The dot between digits 1 and 2 can either be black. Dot between digits 1 and 2 can either be black or white or black. All possible dots are given. All possible dots? I mean, from what I'm seeing, the most action is happening in this cell here. I don't know what that would tell me. Between these digits, the black dot twice as big as the other digit. So in this case, it could be 1 to 2 to 4 and then to 8. Oh, yeah. Okay, no. Yeah, because that. But which way does it go? Is it clockwise or counterclockwise? A white dot between two cells indicates the neighboring digits are consecutive. So, for example, if this were 4, this would have to be a 5. If this were 2, this would have to be a 3. Okay. Okay. Well, it makes me think that this can't be starting with the 1 then, right? Because if it starts with the 1, I would have to place the 2 here because it's twice as big as the other digit. Now, an issue with that is the 2 would be above it and they would cancel each other out. So that makes me wonder if this is a 1 and a 2 then. Also, I'm wondering, do I still have the highlight all errors are highlighted? So far, I'm in good hands. So far, I'm doing well. So, consecutive. So, wait, what does it mean? Why is it not 3? It says consecutive, right? The white dot between cells indicates that the neighboring digits are consecutive. This is. Does that mean it can go from either direction? Okay, so it can be 1 or 3 in that way. Okay. I just thought it would be like, oh, so it goes to 2 to 3. It's not that. It doesn't matter the order. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm understanding this. So if this is consecutive, this would have to be a 9 or a 7. So far in this, we got 1, 2, 3 and 6 could go here potentially. Since we can't have 4 and 8. Actually, it should be 3 and 6 happening here. And then there would be some sort of consecutive digit there. And we know it can't be. Well, 5 would have to be one of these then, right? because it has to be consecutive digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 and 8. And this would be a 9 somewhere in there. Okay. That's good information. That's very good information. Well, actually, since it can't be a 5 or... This is a 5 or a 9, so this would have to be a 7... Wait, what am I cooking here? What am I thinking? Wait. Did I do something wrong here? So that... Because it can't be... It has to be... Okay, with the black one, it's... Oh, I didn't even think about that. So this could be... This should be 8 and 9 then. So... Let me get rid of the 7. So the 7 would go here. So, okay. So, I mean, this would mean that this is just 9 then. So, okay. This is different. I've not played this type of Sudoku before. This is very new. Let's see. So, the white cells indicate consecutive digits. If this were a 3, then this would have to be a 4. So, or, no, it wouldn't have, if that were a 3, it would have to be a 2 or a 4. And if it were a 6, it would either be a 5 or a 7. Which, it shouldn't be a 5 or a 7. It shouldn't be a 5 or a 7 because of the black here. So that would make this a 3 and a 6. Because I can't multiply a number to get 5 or 7. I can't multiply something by 2. If I do 2 and 2, it would, 2 times 2, wait up, I mean, these would just be 2 and 4 then. Consecutive. Black dot between two cells indicates that one of the digits is twice as big as the other digit. So yes, that would be 2 and 4. So we've got a 2-4 pair here. And it would probably make sense, because we've got a 2 and a 4 here and a 2 and a 4 here, that this would also be in a 2 and a 4. Because they can't be consecutive. They cannot be consecutive digits. So we found a pair there. That's good to know. I'm just trying to think about this. So the 1 would have to go somewhere in this area. And the white dots, consecutive digits. So the 1 could either be on the bottom, or it could be like, 1 and 2, right? It would make some sense for it to be there, right? Well, since I can't put a 2 here, because if I do, I could put a 2 there, because if I do, this would be a 3. And if this were to be a 1 and 2, this would have to be a 3 at that point. Well, no, it shouldn't. No, it couldn't be it couldn't be a 2. Because what I'm assuming is, if this were a 2 here, it would have to be a 1 or a 3. And if it's a 3, it would be here, and then they would have to situate here. But an issue with that comes from, there's a 2 in here already. If what I'm thinking about is like that, and I know the 1 has to go in this area somewhere, then this would, I mean, you'd assume that that would be a 1 and a 2 then, right? It just feels like it makes the most sense. Is there somewhere else I can work? Okay, so something that I can do here is that could be a 7 or a 6 potentially as well. Can't. This can't be this can't be a 4. So this would not be able to be a 5. If this were a 5, which no, it can't be a 5. So this can't be 5 and 4. So somewhere in here is a 5. Since I can't let this be a 4, because the 5 would take over the priority of these 5s, and it would just mess everything up. What else do we have here? These are consecutive digits. These would be consecutive. That's the thing, it could be, if it's a 2 or a 4 in either spot. Well, first of all, the 2 could have a 1 or a 3 sitting next to it. So if this is a 2, it could be a 1 or a 3. But if it's a 4, it could be a 3 and a 5. Or a 5. So if this is a 4, it can't have a 3 here. It would have to be a 5. But I'm not sure if that is a 4. I just know between these it's that. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is tough. Let's assess some things. We could have a 7 or a 6 here. I mean, that doesn't rule out that this could still be a 5. Because you could have a 5 and a 6. And if you have a 5, the 6 would have to go here and then into this row. The 6 could go to 7 or 5. Already established that 5 can't be established with the 4 here, but it could with the 6, since they're consecutive. Consecutive. It can't be. That spot can't contain a 3 because it would make it so this is not. It would put a 1 or a 2 in here. And if it's a 2, it can't be a 2 or a 3. So it's either between 4, 5. It's either a 6 or a 7. Oh, actually, it's just a 6. Because I already know that the 7 has to go here. So that would mean that this is a 5. Okay. Ooh. Wonderful. So and this puts a 5 in this area too. That's okay, that's good. It's very good. Much thinking. So what numbers do we have available left in here? So in this row, we do have a 1 somewhere here. A 2 would have to situate somewhere in there, and a 2 would have to be somewhere in here. Then we have a free 3. So, and then a 3 here. Oh. You know, I thought that was simpler than it was, but it's not. Let me see. 1, 2. This is 4 somewhere in here. This would have a 4 somewhere. 5. This would just be the 4. 5. So this is a 6 and a 7. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So what am I missing in here then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an issue. 2 has to be in one of these cells. But I don't know about... Like, 2 is required, but I don't know about 1 and 3. These are multiplication pairs. And I don't really have something to go off of there with that. It has to be twice the number. So we can't have 3 in here because 3 to 6, it wouldn't work out. So we'd have to have 1, 2, 4, or 8. Is there anywhere I can work elsewhere? I mean, it's very... Well, actually, I do have a number. This is a 3. And I know that because the 2 and the 4 have to be... Either of them have to situate, and I know 3 can't go here. Oh, so this is... I'm stupid. I mean, it's just... It's a 2 and a 4, and then this would be the 1 then. But, like... I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. Because... For the solution of it, it's just... Everything's mixed up. The issue is that this could be any number of digits now. Should I have tried solving for that so hastily? Probably not, but I did. I did because I was greedy. Because I was greedy, and I have errors on, so it just gave me a free thing to work with then. Okay, so that could be a 4-8 pair, but it could also, well, I know that this shouldn't be a 1 now. Because the 2 to the 4. Two times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So, you know, there's some progress there. It's like the issue is we got 2, 4, 2, 4, and then we got 4, 8 appearing here. So it's like, it's fun. It's lots of fun. Well, we know a 1 has to go here somewhere. Wish I had more consecutive digits to work with. I mean, I know that this can't be a 5. Neither of those can be a 5. This could be any number of the digit pairs because it's 5 to 9. And there's nothing that can really limit that at the moment. It's just... These are consecutive. This can't be a 3. Right? Well, I'm not sure. Well, because it could be a 3 because the whites are consecutive. So if this were a 3, then this one could either be a 2 or a 4. If it were a 5, it would have to be a 6, and vice versa. If this were a 7, it would have to... Well, I'm only going up by 1. If this is a 5, it would have to be a 4 or a 6. I don't know. Well, I already know that this could either be a 2 or a 4. I'm not sure which, though. I mean, if these are consecutive, and if that's giving me that information, you would think that something like that would be more in the middle, maybe, of it. So right now I have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 available to me. And that they would distribute the other ones. For example, this could be a 9 and a 7 and a 6. Just to, like, distribute. Or no, it could, well, yeah. A 9, a 6, and a 5 potentially. Just to distribute the numbers around a bit more. I mean, these cells have some stuff too, because if it has a 1, it's going to mean either this is a 1 and a 2 pairing, or this is a 1 and a 2 pairing. Right? Like, simply just because of, like, oh, you can do 1 times 2, and then you get 2. And the only consecutive digit next to 1 would be 2. Since you can't really loop around. 2 is a little more free in regards that it's like it has 3 to work with and 1. 3 has 4 and 2. It's like 1 and a 2. I feel like it has to go in like one of these somewhere. Just because of 1's restriction. But then there's another issue of these all have to be consecutive in some way. That's fun. There's someone else I can look at. What other digits do I have available that I can mess around with? It makes me wonder more and more if this is a 6 and a 7 pair, just for that. Just because it would probably distribute the numbers out more than it wouldn't keep them together. Because in that case, then this would be a 6 here, but I can't really prove that at the moment. And I shouldn't try to use the guessing and the errors to my advantage. I wish I had a 7 position available. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. What would it do if this were a 6? 6 would make it so that these digits wouldn't be 3 and 6. But I've also already established that 1, 2, and 4 can't go there. So they would think that this one would be an 8, if that were to be the case. Then it would have to be 8 and 4. Okay, so I was wrong. Because if that's not an 8, that would have to be a 3 and 6. Which would mean that this shouldn't be a 6 and 7 that I think it is. A 6 would have to go down here then, potentially. Gosh, how do you work around this? This is actually crazy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would have to be a 6 then. 79. I mean, 5 should be excluded from these because it has nothing to pair with then. All possible dots are given. So, actually, I should think about that. Because that would mean that there's no way this is a 2. Wait! I've been going about this the wrong way. I've been going about this completely the wrong way. Because I forgot that just because these have dots, I was busy looking at the dots more. And that means that things like this can't be consecutive. Oh my god. It's coming together now. Oh my god. I had to look at the rules again. I had to think about that. Because I was like, the consecutive, and it gave all the dots. So that would mean that between what's happening here, since these have to be neighboring, they can't be an 8. It can't be. There could be a 5 and a 4 potentially, or it can't be a 2, or it can't be a 3, but it could also be a 2 and a 1. What? And that is. I wish I noticed this before. I wish I noticed this before. Okay. I just... Jesus. Okay, so if this is a 7, it wouldn't be an 8. But I don't know if that's a 7 or not. What? I feel so stupid. So that no. So that means neither of these can be a 1, 3, or a 5. Well, at least one of them can't be a 1, but 2 of them potentially can't be a... No, 3 is just off the ballot. Well, for a few reasons. Because, first of all, we have this marking this. But because these 2 would be next to the 3. So the adjacent numbers, they just, yeah, okay. This could be a 3, potentially. Everything is locked into place now. Well, more stuff is locked into place. I know this can't be 5, 4. Well, 4 just can't be here, so 5 or 3 could be included. Because it could be a 3-2. But then the 1 wouldn't be satisfied. Because it would need a 2. Oh. Not to mention, I didn't even consider 6 here either. Well, I know 8 isn't an option because 9 and 7 would have 8 in the center, and those are consecutive. That wouldn't stop 6 from having 5, 5 from having 6 or 4. 3 is not possible. Or okay, 4 could be possible with 5. 3 could have 4 or 2, but there's no such thing as 3 because we already have 3 filled out. If it were a 2, it would only have to be 1, and 1 would have to be 2. So they would have pairs together like that. Oh, so this is a 9, and this is an 8. And then this would be a 6 and a 7. Okay. No, this is good progress. It's better than what I had been doing. Since this is a 4, that means this wouldn't be able to be a 5. Since this is a 7, this couldn't be an 8. And since this is a 6, this couldn't be a 5. So this should be a 5. Yes! Oh! Oh my goodness. Wow. That is... That is very, my head hurts. I have a headache from this. So I should be able to find the last digit for this area, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why do I not have a 5 going there? I'm just gonna do that. 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, no, okay. All right. As if this were a 1, this could not be a 2. Due to that rule. Oh my goodness. It's like... everything about that. This could be a 3. Can't be a 4 or a 6. Could be a 7 or a 9. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's incredible. Six and 7. Well, at least 6 isn't a valid input here. But 7 still could be with 8. Now, that's the issue. 8 is a definite number that goes there. But I don't know about 7 or 9. If I have that in mind, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, those are all the digits that can go there. Since 1, 5, and 8 are in the middle. Shoot. I'm gonna figure out those 2 cells here. This would help to some extent. It's just, I feel like... Okay, let's see. If it's 4 and 2... Okay, so if it's 2 on this side, it would force it to be... Well... It just says it doesn't have to be consecutive. So it could still be any number. It's just that 2 and 4 are consecutive. 2, 3. And that's part of the issue. Well, actually... No. This would have to be a 6. Or no, not a 6. What am I saying? This would have to be a 9. Wait, why? Why not? Why not? Why is it not a 9? Well, I actually know. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I haven't keyed everything in yet, but it would have to be a 7 then, if that's the case. Well, it's like, it can't be next to each other. 69. So that's a 7 and 8 there, I guess. Oh my goodness. Like, everything is just, it's hurting my head. It's a lot to, it's a lot to take in. Um, a 7 and 8 are available here. Oh. Well, that's a 7. This wouldn't be a 6. Or an 8. So it'd be a 9. Or something. I don't know. Everything is confusing. It's like I started cooking for a little bit, but not enough. Oh, actually, because of the 2 and 4, this would have to be an 8. Oh, how was it? No? Well, no, because I'm thinking of consecutive, right? I mean, like, I don't know. It's a whole thing, man. Because it's just about the consecutive number. Because if this were a 2, it couldn't be a 1 or a 3 next to it in that case. But if it were a 4, it couldn't be a 5 or a 6. We already know where the 6 is for the other row here, so we know about that. Oh, I wasn't really thinking about that. What other pairs do we have here that... I mean, well, if it's thinking about this, this would either be... This is a... No? What am I missing here? I guess it could be a 5 and a 2. Or, like, I am just... Everything is getting to my head. Okay, so I was right about... Okay, so there's... Okay. So this one can't be 1 to 2. 2 to 4. And 3 to 6. So 4 and 8 have to go here somewhere. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And with these, you know, all of these don't touch each other. But these would have the ability to be next to other digits. Like if this were a 4, it would eliminate the 3 from here. Vice versa. But if this were the 8, it would eliminate 7 and 9. Either from either of those. I gotta remember that this can't have 5 or 4 in them either. Or not 5 and 4, 5 and 7. Well, 7's already excluded from the upper and down here. So 7 could potentially go there. What about the 5? 5 is excluded from... I don't know. These are consecutive. These are the 2 and 4 that I want to settle. But I'm not sure how I can do that. Is there a way better color these? I don't know. So this has to be a 3 and a 2, so no. Oh. I feel like that would have to be a 1 then. Yeah. So it'd be 1, 3, 2. Oh my goodness. Alright. This wouldn't be able to be 9 and 8. Could be a 5 or a 3. Actually, let's fill out what can go in this area. Could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And we know there can't be a 3 or a 5 here. And because of this digit, this can't be a 5 or a 7. This can't be a 5 or a 7. The issue here is it could be 6, 8, 4. Could be 6, 1, 4. Or 6 and 9. I'm trying to figure this out. It's been nearly an hour. Be 1, 2. It can't be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. there anything that contradicts something? That can't be 8. This can be a 1 or a 3. These are consecutive digits. It's either 1 or 2 or 4 and 5. Everywhere we go. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Six would have to go here somewhere. What do I do here? There should be a 2 here. What would it, okay, let me think about this. This would be any number. It can't be 1, 2, 3. Could be 3, 4, 5. Well, no, actually, it can't. Since can't be 2, 3, 4. So 2 would be okay. That's why I was trying to rationalize why these two had to be a 2 somewhere. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Could be 7, 8, 9. can't be 8, 7, 6, or 6, 7, 8 because the 7. I mean, it could be 7, 8, 9, 6, 5, 4. Oh no, it can't be. It should just be 7, 8, 9, right? Starting with the 7 down here. Okay. And that would eliminate from these at least the 8. I've made progress. I've made a little bit of progress. Oh. Oh. That's tremendous. Actually, this can't be a 1 here. Okay. So the 8 is resigned to 2 spots in there then. Okay. Well, this is impossible for it to be 8 and 7. So an 8 would have to go somewhere in there. Oh, actually, I figured this out. That's good. I know that this can't be well, it still could be 2. So it's a 2 and a 3 potentially. But if it were 2, it would have to be here. These are consecutives. What do we have available? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we can't have a 2. This can't be a 6. This can't be a 3. This can't be a 9. Which by default would exclude this from having a 6 here. So this can't have the 2 then. So this is the 1 and the 2 pair. If this were a 3, it would have to be a 4 or a 2. It would only be able to be a 4. Oh yeah, it is a 3 and a 4. Ow. That's incredible. And we get rid of the 3 there. So we get 9 and 6. Okay. We're making some moves. We're making progress. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, so this is a 4, 2. Oh, so I was wrong about the 1 placement all along. I would have to go here because there is a 2 being funny there. Wonderful. Terrific. So this is a 1 and some other number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 9 then? Okay, yeah. Okay, we're finally progressing. Oh. Eight, 3. Wow. If this were a 1, then either of these spots are fine. But if this were a 9, then both of these spots are not fine. Actually, let's see. This is a 9. A 1, a 6, and a 9. Yes, baby. 5 and a 6. I finally caught the pattern and it started making sense. I'm so glad. 1, 2, this should just... No, it could be a 5 or a 7. No, it's a 7. Because this can have... Yeah, okay. And then this would be a 5. Which means that this is a 2 and this is a 4. And this is a 4. Wow. Oh my god. I survived? Oh my god. What the hell? That is ridiculous. I made some errors along the way, but I slowly understood it more. I started making the connection that, well, because it mentioned the consecutive digits with the white, that must mean that the digits that are not marked with the white dot cannot be consecutive to that number. That's actually so fascinating. I had to look around for a bit. I was just dumbfounded, and then I eventually found the 7, 8, 9, and then everything started filling into place. Oh my god, what is a night puzzle? What is this? Oh my god. They only have the one puzzle for each thing too. That is absurd. Like, actually absurd. I think I'm done with this for right now. I've spent an hour on that puzzle alone. Alright, I had fun with that. Hopefully, you will as well. I hope you play it. It's actually so mind-boggling. I wish I didn't cheat by using the errors, but I'm kind of having to learn this as I go. So, hopefully you have a good day and hopefully everything's good. I'll catch you later at some point.